Hey guys, this is Patrick Powers. This video is for MDF1 for the September class 2012 and week 2. So what I did was I pretty much built off of the first week's assignment that I created and incorporated the UI tab view controller. So I'll go ahead and open it up. I have what I've called is just Travel the USA. So Travel the USA right here. States and then links are my three different views for the tab controller. And then the way that I have actually incorporated the UI navigation controller is within this first tab, and I have this information button. Basically it just goes to created by myself for this course information, and then being able to go back. This first view is basically just telling us what the app's about. Then I also have the states. I actually did create a custom cell view, which was in the first assignment, but when I actually tried to implement it, here it is on the right hand side, into this second assignment, I was having an issue and I wasn't able to actually put it in there, and I was trying to troubleshoot it but just never came to a conclusion. But once I removed it and just went with the array that I had previously without the custom cell, I was able to actually make it work. So there's all the states for this one, and the ability to edit it, delete it out. And then also one thing I'm happy about is that my first week I wasn't able to actually click on it to go into a detail view to actually transfer anything. So while it is very simple, now it actually says something. So it puts a header label at the very top that says Alaska, which is what we clicked on. And then also it says you still need to visit Alaska. Then I also have the third tab for additional information, links. And what they do is they're just buttons I've hard-coded in there. So top 10 tourist attractions in the US. Click on it, it goes to the website where it actually will give you that information, and you can scroll through for that. Now, the websites I chose aren't exactly mobile websites, but I thought they were good information related to the same idea of traveling the US. And then, going back, there we go. So, that's the basic functionality. In terms of the code, within the app delegate, building in the UI view controller, building in the UI navigation controller for the UI view controller of that first tab to actually work. So by clicking here, this is the UI navigation controller, allowing that to be implemented within that first view or first tab. And then everything, and then obviously adding in that new tab. Everything else is more or less the same when it's created for the tab bar controller. Then we have my first view controller. It's simply the action of on the info click, basically on this click, actually diving or drilling down and have it showing my information. Nothing too special there. And this is where I actually implemented that on info click to be actually change to what I've called the second nav controller, and showing that the second nav controller is actually down here, and basically this is simply that information. Self-title, developer info right there. And then this is just a label I've actually created and put it right in there through the XIB file, which is, right there. No, it's not. Right there. Going to the states, this is again just the first week's assignment that I've incorporated. Nothing really new there. Just the functionality of the edit button to switch to a save, then the save button switching to the edit, and also in doing so it opens up the functionality to delete each item, and then you can save it back up so that functionality goes away. Again, the exact same as the first week. The only thing I was able to do within the second view controller, let me see, was when you actually click on it to allow the detail view to actually pop up, I was able to find a resource online that helped me get a better idea. I know we learned it previously, I just wasn't remembering how to do it. So I was able to pass back the string that I had created using the object or index path at row for that particular selected object, saved it within that selected state, and then it goes to the detail view. Let's see. It gets passed to the detail view, simply throwing it to the did view or view did load, and placing it as the header label.txt or the detailed label.txt, which are two IB outlets that I created within the second view detail. Last but not least, we have the links. Pretty basic, nothing too fancy here. You do actually see the cell view. Sorry, take a step back. XIB, M, and H file, but I couldn't actually make them work. I'm still working on that. And then the third view controller, simply buttons, created UI buttons. I use tags to be able to actually figure out which one we're actually clicking on so that I wouldn't have to write, obviously, the various link to website functions for each button, but rather by tag. And I just hard-coded in, again, those particular tags. So overall, I think I hit all the points that I needed to, and I just wish ultimately what I could have done better was actually make that unique cell or the customized cell actually work and be implemented like I had in the first week. I changed up the icons for the tabs, and overall, I mean, it's alright. I wish I could have thought of a new idea. I'm not too I'd rather do something different, but this is what I was running with, and this is how I could think really quickly. Obviously, I think it could be better within just a new concept. That's it. I'll see you guys in week 3.